Mizutina. Hello, gentle nyans. Today we are continuing with more videos on manga, as usual, the weekly manga. Okay, this is going to be a fortnightly one because the first week actually had fudge all in it, so I thought, well, since I only have two, I'll just delay it just so until there's like more than two, and I kind of regret that because in that week alone, a whole bunch came in, and even my mail person's like, can we just dump your packages here because you get so many? And I'm like, yeah, go right ahead, I don't mind. I'm okay with that. Insert nervous laughter here. Yeah, that's cool. I do buy a lot of comic books. Yes, comic books. Thinking if I told them what manga is, I'd probably have to stand there and explain to both of them what manga is, and I wasn't up for it that day. I am a terrible person. I will fix that one day. Anyway, we got two new pre-orders that came out recently. Oops, sorry. They got really excited. They wanted to show themselves off. You could say they're a bit barking mad. Well, anyway, Yen Press's new Isekai title, Wolfer Story. I told you to turn me into a pampered pooch, not Fenrir. Okay, normally I wouldn't be into this, but, you know, anything with, papas, you know, and Fenrir, I was just like, yes, I'll take that. That is so cute. And it was. It was really cute. And now I can't wait till Volume 2 comes out. Because, in a way, I feel like I can relate to Ruta. Ruta or Kami. I'm going to call him Akami now because it's so much easier. Because Ruta, Rota, Reota, I don't know. I'm not very good with names. But yeah, sometimes I wish I could just wake up and be some rich girl's pampered little pooch. But unlike me, and in this manga, he has. Even though he's like, oh no, what did I do? I am a dog. I have powers. Did I just shoot a laser from my mouth? That sort of thing. And it is cute. It is funny. And usually you're all probably thinking, Mizu, you don't like isekai mangas. It's like, yeah, I know, I don't. But I have at least 3 floating around here somewhere. And I can only think of one, and that's basically Final Fantasy. But then again, anything with the title Final Fantasy in it, I want it in my life because Final Fantasy. Anyway, that's Yen Press for ya. The next one is Seven Seas. Unlike Woof Woof Story, I know when this will end. It will end in 3 volumes time. And that is Sorcerer, Stabber, Orphan, Heed My Call Beast Part 2. There is 5 volumes in the series, as I found out. There are also other stories in this series that I really hope that Seven Seas eventually does also license and translate and print for me. Oh, and other fans that love it. Can't say it's just for me, even though the community may not agree with me sometimes. Just because I like to be vocal doesn't mean I want to cancel them. I just want, you know, if they want to make more bang for their buck, they should print their stuff instead of buying licenses all the time just to go, I'd rather have more quantity than quality. Good quality would be trying to appease your fans as much as you can and have a little to no backlash. This is the only reason why we even put out comments in the first place, so you know how we feel. But apparently that's wrong to do because that's not what companies want. When in actual fact, companies do need feedback. But anyway, this also progresses in the story, and he discovers the woman he loves is not what she seems. Also, it also brings up that whole moral dilemma of, if they used to be human and become a monster, do you kill them? Can you kill them? My response to that in my moral dilemma is, I can see both ways, but I would generally say destroy the one, save the many. Because if you keep the one, many more will die. That sort of thing. But at the same time, I don't care. I am not a people person, I think. Who knows? But thank you, Seven Seas, for bringing out more Orphan. Love Orphan. Can't wait to get the last 3. And then I have to find another title that you're selling. Besides Magical Girl Sight, which ends at 16, which I just found out. I'm about 6 away from finishing. No, 7 away from finishing. Sorry. I'm getting excited because 10's in my crate, and when I get paid, it's going to get bought. Well, pre-ordered. Yay! For all those saying I don't support manga creators, I do put my money where it is. I pre-order. Yeah, I know, I keep making snide comment to all the people on Twitter, but they're all popular people. They know who they are. And they keep going on about how we're being the fools of the community, making it look bad, when in actual fact, they're just as bad. Anyway, next one is from our lovely friends at Dempa. The Superdimensional Love Gun. It is taller than the usual manga. I think they call it a Japanese extra large. But yeah, this is the start of this week's mail. I also pre-ordered this, so yeah, hint hint, lodgers. This is definitely not for children. Uh, Half of the time when I was reading it, I was just thinking, this is all really effed up. And I'm like, why did I buy this again? And then I realized, I like weird shit and it works. I wouldn't say it's my most favourite one so far from, like, I don't know, Polydipper, I'm not sure. But I like it enough that it just makes me think, put a little bit of uniqueness in my series that wouldn't normally be there, because there's not many mangas out there like Superdimensional Love Gun. Or if there is, I haven't really noticed, because, you know, they're probably not, you know, in physical. But that's a whole different complaint there that I really need to stop for like 20 minutes. The next one, there's a reason why I started this. Because I found out that, I have to think of the company and I'm looking at it. Dark Horse is going to release the next lot of Omnibus. So I finally pulled my finger out my ass and I bought the Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service 2 and 4. Yeah, you're wondering, where's 3? Don't you have 3? Yeah, I do. It's in the mail. I also got it secondhand. I will not regret buying secondhand because at least it's going somewhere. Well, not sure about that one because it's got that dot, which actually means, I used to know the meaning, now I forgot. Where basically it's either overstock or it's being rejected for some reason. But I think in this case it was overstock, and I was like, yay, I'll buy you. And number 4, which I got from BD as well. The only reason I haven't read these 2 yet is because I'm waiting for 3 so I can binge read them. But I'm so happy now that I've actually caught up to date and I'm waiting for 5 to come out next year. And I'm like, thanks, Dark Horse. Not only do I have 1 omnibus, but now I've got 2 omnibus to collect from you guys from pre-orders, because they are insanely expensive when you come out. And I'm like, no, I'm not waiting for that to go down in price. I want it now. So I pre-order that. Also, dear Dark Horse, this is a letter from me to you going, you remember that series called MPD Psycho that you started and only got 11 volumes out because nobody really wanted it at the time? Because, you know, manga was having a really huge into the ground because it wasn't that popular. Now that manga is, could you please, please, please make MPD Psycho an omnibus so I can have it with Kurosagi and Gantz and, you know, have all those 3 beautiful babies all together and I can finally say, I've read them all in English, and now it's on my bookshelf looking gorgeous, because I am so guilty for reading it online and I couldn't really support the artist, because by the time I got back to buying manga, it was out of print and it was horrible and it made me cry internally, not externally. Can't cry externally. It would be wrong. But next, we shall talk more about 7 Seas again. And you're thinking, wow, how many series do you buy from 7 Seas, even though their range is not really that great? Well, let's just say, got more Bride and the Exorcist, haven't read it yet. And more First Leads of the Dead, haven't read it yet either. But I have ordered the last 2 of those, so that will be complete within the next month. 3 is still unavailable, so eventually they'll come around. And, of course, I am up to date with The Promised Neverland. Yay! Also, I have not read it yet too, so I suck. The next pile, I have read all but 1. And it is basically what I have dubbed my shoujo week. Because all 6 volumes are shoujos. Oh, whoops, one's in the wrong order. So we'll first start with the 2 series I started, because after talking to some people, they convinced me to, you know, try and start investing in some long mangas, long shoujo series, and they said, it's amazing, you'll love it. Actually, I haven't read 2. I lied. I haven't read 2 of them. Yeah, we're going to have some unpopular opinions at the beginning of this, but Snow White with the red hair. I finally got it. At first, I couldn't get into it. I was like, oh god, this is kind of dumb. Man, those peeps are usually never wrong. And then at one point, it just really picked up, and I was like, oh my god, this is really good. This is juicy. Ooh, ooh. Damn, volume 2 is $14. Hey, Kino's got it for 13. And then I looked at my friend, I'm like, you're picking up volume 2 of this. And he's like, why? And I'm like, Kino. And he's like, alright. So that's how we're going to get volume 2 of this. But, at first I don't like it because I was like, it's a bit slow for my liking. And then it's like, okay, I lied. I should have just read more than one chapter. So glad I listened to others because they were right. It is really good. It's 19 volumes out, I think, so far, or 20 ongoing. And this is mostly going by Japanese standards, not Australian or US, because I would be lying if there's 20 volumes for English. There's only 2, with the third one coming out in October, which is in my pre-order list again, because I actually really enjoy it and I want more of it. So far the characters I enjoy the most from is actually Shirayuki. She's the only, and I think Mitsuhide, but I like his name, or her name. Mitsuhide. I am terrible. I'm so bad at that. I just read it last night and I can't remember squat. This is what I get for drinking too. Yes, I had a social drink. I am terrible. Anyway, the next one I also got recommended to read, which is also a long series ongoing, and we got about 19, 20 volumes out in English, or 20 to come out, is Yona at the Dawn. I keep seeing people talk about it often. I've watched the anime, a bit of it, a quarter of it, ages ago, and I realized, oh, that is cool. And then I didn't realize there was a manga until recently, and there was like 20 volumes, and I'm like, I'm not buying this shit until somebody tells me it's really, really good. You'll love it. Buy it. Get it. And then like other people parroted going, join us. Get it. Get it. And I'm like, okay, guys, I love you. I'll do it. I'll get volume 1. And they're like, yay. And I'm like, yay. Why am I saying yay? That sort of thing. That was fun. That's pretty great. I'm sad. I'm sorry. I'm joking. I'm not. Next one, my friend picked up from Kino from me and finished the series, because he also got volume 1 from Kino, because he's an amazing friend. It is Kankabancho Otome, Loves Battle Royale. I only have one complaint, is I wish it was longer. I wish there was more. It was so cute, and then it's like, oh, by the way, you finished, and it's like, no, they ended the second year, I need more, come on, this sucks. And I can hear them going, yes, it does suck. There might be others in Japanese, and it's like, I don't know Japanese further than, basic hiragana. I suck. Yes, I do. Mizu sucks. But yeah, I read that. I really enjoyed it. As I said, I wanted more, but at the same time, I'm like, hold up. If there was more, it might ruin it. But at the same time, it might answer a whole lot of things. But I have to wait. My friend went to Japan. My other friend went to Japan at the time and told me, oh yeah, you're reading that manga that just finished. I was there, and like the bookstores were swamped, and I couldn't even get in. And I'm like, oh, it's only 6 here, and there's 13 volumes. Oh. I read it. It's getting interesting, but at the same time, I'm really starting to dislike Ko. Something about him is shooting me right up the wall. You don't lead a girl on, man. You don't do that. You don't say it was an accident when you know it wasn't an accident and it wasn't a moment. You know it, Ko. You know it. But yeah. But then again, a lot of drama's getting interesting. We all know they both end up in the end because, like every shoujo, you can figure this stuff out right at the very beginning. Talking about figuring out things right at the very beginning. I should have did this one first, but we got shortcake cake. Shortcake cake. Yeah, I got the Race on Volume 2 as well. And then it's getting really good. I read this last night too, and I somewhat do remember reading it. My favorite part in there is when Shiaki and Ten get the same gift for Riku, and I'm just like, oh my god, they're so cute. Also, I still ship Shiaki and Ten, but we know that ship sinks faster than the freaking Titanic. We all know she ends up with Riku, because if you haven't read enough shoujo, you definitely don't know how to pick up the signs of, yeah, I know what's going to happen. Him with her with him, her with him, or her with her. Occasionally that happens, and that's just like, woo, that's the biggest hit in that film. Manga, sorry. I don't know why I call it film. Okay, you go there. See? I told you it's like a big shoujo week for me. Because the last one is also the last one for this series too. It broke my heart knowing. I haven't read it yet because I can't bring myself to do it yet. It's Behind the Scenes 7 by Bisco Hattori. I bought it on a whim ages and ages ago. Look at that volume, final volume. Yeah, read it. Final volume. I haven't read it either because, as I said, I am a wimp. And, oh, that's interesting. I'll tell you in a minute. I haven't read it yet because I just don't want to end it for myself because I want to keep going, but I know it ends. Also, I noticed for a new manga I just pre-ordered, they got the old logo on it. You know, they could have just did that with other series. But nothing can beat the size difference between bloody Platinum and 8 and 9. Look at that. I accidentally turned it off on myself. Oh, oopsie doodle. Let's see if it focuses. There you go, look at that. Ooh, it's a slight difference. I should bring it out properly and show you properly. I have to edit this video again. Because I accidentally stopped it. Here we go. Aye. There you go. The height difference. Yeah, it may not look like much, but it is enough that it brings attention to the fact that they are slightly different heights. Some people try to defend it by saying, oh, it's because you're trying to save money. No offense by how many titles this has, and considering that the fact that they have fandoms all over the world that buys from them, they would not be missing out on that much. They're not turning that much as compared to Kandasha and all the other companies, because considering the price differences between the companies is what's probably stopping a lot of people buying from them. Yeah, all the people that bitch about people bitching about this, it's because you probably don't have the luxury of worrying about that. Aren't you all lucky? I have to admit, though, the difference between the two shoujos, the shonen jumps, I actually like. This one just looks so much cooler. That just looks simple. I mean, soon we're going to see a difference on Shoujo B. Maybe they'll just remove that and just leave it at just that. That would be so much nicer. Hey, Shoujo B, do that. Remove your name here. Just keep it as a simple logo. And we still know who you are because you're so elegant and majestic that no one could confuse you with anything else. Ugh. Oh, oopsie doodles, it won't go back in. Sorry, Snow White, back you go. Okay, I'll fix you two up in a minute. It fell over. Alright, so let's conclude this video properly. Instead of accidentally turning that off on myself, as I just discovered that you can do it that way. So that is the first 2 weeks of August done. That's my mail. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm sorry if I sound like a chronic whinger, but every time something happens, I am going to complain about it because that is my right as a consumer. I'm allowed to put my opinion out there just as much as anyone else. So remember, kids, don't feel stifled by people around you because they tell you you're wrong. Remember, if you believe in it hard enough, you're right in your own mind unless you're proven wrong by facts. Now remember, kids, be loyal to yourselves because you're the only person that will be there for you in the end sometimes. And remember to read all the things. Yay!